Welcome back. Now, if you caught last week's episode of Lego Masters here on Fox 43, new contestants entered the competition at the very end. It turns out one of them is from Lancaster County. He's joining us this morning to tell us all about the show and his experience. Everyone, we want to welcome Dom Forte, one of the coolest names I've ever heard, and perfect for this competition. So you just were introduced. What was it like when they told you were going to be on this show?
It was very shocking at first because, I mean, the whole process was very unbelievable considering that Ethan and I are both huge fans of the show. And then when we actually just kept going on with the process, eventually made it on the show, it was very like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Awesome.
I'm sure to be a part of that production. So explain, in case somebody hasn't caught it.
So Lego Masters is a Lego building competition where typically 12 teams of 2 people go head-to-head at these crazy building competitions, building these amazing models out of Lego.
And so do they give you plans, or is it just like you have to create
Essentially, you have to build something along these lines, and then you take the rest from there.
So this isn't something like, we're not just going to the store. Obviously, so many kids play with Legos. How do you advance from something like that to like a competitive level? I'm sure it's a lot of work.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
A lot of practice. Ethan and I both grew up building sets, and then eventually you just kind of put away the instructions and just go off the noggin and just start building whatever.
Because essentially you're an engineer, you're an artist, you're a builder, you do it all yourself.
An architect, yeah.
An architect. What do you have with us here today? You brought some, you said these are small builds.
Yeah, just a few small builds that I have. I have this, it's a Boba Fett inspired mech suit that I thought was fun, and then I have a street with Ghost Rider's motorcycle popping a wheelie, and then I created my background out of Lego as a minifigure habitat. So
I think it's cool because so many people can relate with this on some level. Obviously what you're doing on the show is like much bigger, but it's cool because everybody plays with Legos. I'm sure you started playing at a young age. Finally, I just need to know, what was your favorite part about being on this show?
Ooh.
Probably a lot of good ones.
I think just having the access to all the Lego that was there, just having the ability to build essentially anything that we wanted, that's probably my favorite part.
So they just have, they're like,
yep,
here you go,
the
go
brick
wild.
pit is just, it's huge. Any piece imaginable, it's probably there and in a huge quantity. So it was a lot of fun. It was very cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey,
of course.
Remember, you can catch Dom and all the new episodes of Lego Masters. Check it out tonight, 9 o'clock, right here on Fox 43. And be sure to stick around after for Fox 43 News at 10. Dom, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Danielle, what do you think about this? Good stuff?
I like it. I love like making stuff with Legos. That's like way next level for me though.